Our work is personal. I grew up in LA spending hours stuck in traffic. When I went off to college, I ditched my car, and I challenged myself to get around with a mix of carpooling and public transit. That led me to launch the university's first car sharing program. Then I was asked to serve on the board of the local public transportation district. It was there I saw firsthand how broken our transportation system is.
I was studying at Cornell's hotel school when a city planning course called Green Cities opened my eyes to a very real problem. Population density was rising rapidly in our cities, but infrastructure built years ago was becoming strained.
It was after a trip to Zimbabwe that I saw a spark of hope. The locals used a network of minivans to get around efficiently.
As a student studying hotel management, I wanted to find a way to infuse hospitality into transportation. The key metric for hotels is occupancy rate. Cars today are only utilized 5% of the time. The other 95% of the time, they're just sitting there. If you have a hotel with a 5% occupancy rate, you have a failing business. Car ownership in the US was failing people.
Necessity is the mother of all invention, and there was a real need.
What if we could share each other's cars by requesting a ride through our phone?
We launched Lyft and pioneered the idea of on-demand, peer-to-peer ride sharing.
People said we were crazy, that anyone would ride in someone else's car. More than 1 billion rides later, we're just getting started.
Go.
It's simple. There are 5 key reasons why Lyft wins. We are founder-led. We have one of the largest and fastest-growing multimodal transportation networks. We are solely focused on consumer transportation, not food, not trucking. We have a strong brand based on our strong values, and we have the right autonomous strategy.
We're past the tipping point. In 2018, we served over 30 million riders and nearly 2 million drivers. This led to over $8 billion of bookings, up from $1.9 billion in 2016. Over the same time period, our revenue grew from $343 million in 2016 to $2.2 billion in 2018. We have an opportunity ahead of us to deliver the largest shift to society since the invention of the car.
Transportation is a massive market. Every year in the United States, consumers spend more than $1.2 trillion on transportation. That's almost twice as large as healthcare, 3 times as large as entertainment, and second only to housing. Over $1 trillion alone is devoted to car ownership.
Car purchases, gas, insurance, repairs, it all adds up. We believe that never before,
and possibly never again,
will an industry this large be poised to flip from an ownership model to a service model. Innovation has redefined entire industries around a simple reality.
You no longer need to own a product to enjoy its benefits.
We've seen this play out across the entertainment industry with the takeoff of streaming, as well as in the shift to the cloud. People have grown accustomed to the convenience and immediacy of an on-demand economy and value access over ownership. They want products and services in real time, when, where, and how they want them. As of 2018, we estimate that well over 250,000 Lyft riders have given up their cars because of Lyft, and almost half of our riders said they use their cars less because of us.
And now we're at the next level. It's called transportation as a service, creating a full shift towards a more affordable, reliable, enjoyable experience across rideshare, bikes, scooters, and public transit. One app, one simple request, multiple choices to get you from here to there.
Our core values are be yourself, uplift others, and make it happen. Our unique culture is all about allowing people to come as they are, a focus on empathy, and fostering an environment that encourages everyone to take initiative. These key differentiators enable us to attract and retain world-class talent, successfully launch new products, strengthen the value of our platform, and continue to gain share.
Our leaders and teams spread our positive culture across our networks to drivers, who then extend that to their riders in the communities we serve, creating a virtuous cycle rarely seen in the tech sector. And Lyft was voted the #1 most sought-after startup in the United States.
The numbers are inspiring. In December 2018, our U.S. market share reached 39%.
And now we're in the position to leverage our scale. True to our pioneering ethos, we're constantly innovating on our platform and unlocking access to new modes of transportation.
And we're investing in a network of bikes and scooters to make that happen.
Now that ride-sharing has become more mainstream, we believe that users are increasingly choosing a platform based on brand affinity and value alignment. Our values, brand, innovation, and focused execution have driven significant growth in market share and in the number of users on our platform.
We are working to become the most widely used transportation service in North America, and we have made great progress towards that goal. We're building the best multimodal experience, surfacing popular options within the Lyft app to let riders seamlessly choose the best mode. Our product vision is to build the simplest and most intuitive end-to-end experience, so people can always find the most efficient, affordable, and friendly way to get there.
Our app's simplicity is its greatest feature. Here's how it works. The app opens, and you choose your destination. Next, you choose how you want to get there. Confirm your pickup spot. The ride comes, payment's all in the app. The driver app is just as simple. Drivers only have to tap Go Online to begin receiving ride requests. We help drivers maximize their earnings by intelligently matching times and locations so they can hit their personal goals.
Helping drivers reach their goals and succeed is a responsibility we take very seriously.
We were the first in the industry to allow tipping in the app. We created same-day payments, destination mode, and dozens of other driver-centric features.
We offer 24/7 access to support and earnings tools,
as well as career coaches, education resources, tax advice, and other support to meet their financial goals. We are also making significant investments in driver hubs to assist drivers on and off the road. And we have to talk about Express Drive. Express Drive is our flexible car rentals program. It's designed for those who want to drive with Lyft, but don't have access to a vehicle.
Let's talk trust and safety. It's been a guiding principle since day one.
Back in the day, Logan and John interviewed every driver. Today, we run extensive background and safety checks on drivers before they're approved to drive on our platform. And we have a two-way rating system to promote safety of the entire community.
And Newsweek just ranked us #1 in customer service.
I was going to school in LA and I needed a part-time job. So I decided to try Lyft.
I take Lyft to go to my doctor's appointments.
They put me in a situation to earn and have a vehicle at the same time.
Sometimes you have to take Lyft at night because it's just not safe to walk.
I use Lyft to connect to public transportation.
I do about 8 to 10 hours a day.
Short rides in the city or longer rides going to the airport.
The thing I really like about the gig is that I get to meet all kinds of neat and interesting people.
Your Lyft driver can be a new friend in a city you've never been to before.
Sometimes they don't really want to talk. Sometimes I don't really want to talk. Sometimes you just want to listen to the music.
Oh yeah, we came to the music, we jam.
A
first thing I do is always open up my laptop, get my hotspot going.
I have a car, but
it's almost like a free therapy session sometimes.
And I can get paid for all of this, so that makes it even better.
It's easy.
Easy? Easy.
easy.
And I don't have to look for parking because I'm a terrible parallel parker.
I love what I do.
It really does kind of give this small world feel.
It just made me, look at people differently, man.
No matter what you're chasing or I'm chasing, we realize that we're the same.
Building community and having a positive local impact is fundamental to who we are. We work closely with municipalities to ensure that the benefits of our service extend to underserved communities. Mayors and local officials have lots to think about. I know because I was one.
Through our Roundup and Donate program, 700,000 Lyft riders have donated over $10 million to our partner charities for a range of causes. In April 2018, Lyft became carbon neutral.
And we are now one of the world's largest voluntary purchasers of carbon offsets. Our partnerships with cities and really all levels of government have led to many profitable and positive economic impacts. Lyft unlocks cities to their residents.
In 2018, Lyft riders helped stimulate local economic activity, increasing local spending by more than $2.5 billion. Our survey data shows that 34% of riders spend more at local businesses as a result of using Lyft.
Ultimately, we plan to be the most trusted partner to cities as we work together to tackle the most important issues of our time.
When other men come at me, I say out of my face.
Transportation is an extremely complex problem, demanding focus, constant iteration, and thoughtful execution. Operating and optimizing a network of our scale requires expertise in analyzing and leveraging deep sets of data. We have collected data from over 1 billion rides and over 10 billion miles to inform our machine learning algorithms and data science engines. This scale and expertise is difficult to replicate and is a competitive moat for our business. We've become experts at matching efficiency between drivers and riders in our ride-sharing marketplace, which reduces arrival time and maximizes availability to riders. For Lyft bikes and scooters, we use data science and real-time analytics to understand and predict rider behavior and vehicle movement. This informs our on-the-ground ops teams, reducing operational costs, maximizing availability, and improving riders' experience.
We believe that autonomous vehicles will be best deployed over ride-sharing networks versus private ownership. We're employing a two-pronged strategy to bring AVs to market. First, with our open platform, we're deploying the leading self-driving developer vehicles on our network. For example, our partner Aptiv has enabled the commercial deployment of a fleet of AVs on our platform in Las Vegas. We facilitated over 35,000 rides in Aptiv AVs with a safety driver since January 2018. Secondly, we're also developing our own first-party technology, the software and hardware of the self-driving system, at our Level 5 engineering center.
In our Level 5 engineering center, we are developing our own autonomous vehicle technology system and recently launched a successful employee AV pilot in Palo Alto. We have powerful assets to accelerate development. Data from over 10 billion miles, HD and real-time mapping, and an existing hybrid network. Our ability to have sensors in our fleets and to have access to the data is a key competitive advantage in autonomous. Our brand and culture have enabled Lyft to rapidly hire the best talent in AV.
We've partnered with some of the world's most extraordinary brands to provide rides for the people they care about most. With Blue Cross Blue Shield, we created a ride program so that nobody ever misses an appointment. At USC, students can request a safe ride on campus that's paid for by the university. And at Allscripts, their healthcare providers can provide rides directly to their 16 million patients right across the country. These are just 3 of over 10,000 partnerships that we've created across the country.
As recently as 2016, it's estimated that the entire ride-sharing industry made up less than 1% of all miles traveled in the US. This means we're at the very beginning of a massive opportunity for the entire industry and for Lyft. To seize this opportunity is going to require continued long-term thinking and focused execution to build the next generation of transportation infrastructure. Today, Lyft is a thriving business, addressing one of the largest market opportunities of our lifetime. We're at the very beginning of a generational shift, from car ownership to transportation as a service.
We will relentlessly pursue our mission to improve people's lives with the world's best transportation. And what really drives us is that when we're successful, we'll unlock affordable transportation, help eliminate traffic in our cities, create economic growth, and ultimately redesign cities around people instead of cars.
We want to thank our drivers, our riders, and our team members for making this possible.